Now we've seen stochastic gradient, which is really exciting, simple algorithm, simple modification to gradient, which really speeds up in practice. Has many practical challenges, and we talked about several of those and how to address them. But now I would like to step back and think about a broader question, what's called online learning, of how do we learn from streaming data. And we see that stochastic gradient is one way to learn from data that arrives over time or streaming data. Let's define the idea of online learning. But first, let's look at what we've been doing so far. What we've been doing so far in this course and in the regression course is what's called batch learning. I'm given a full data set and I'm going to run some machine learning algorithm over this data set, maybe gradient, and do many passes over the data, and finally output my best guess, my best estimate for the coefficients, and we're going to call that W hat, and we're done. That's batch learning. Online learning is something different. Actually, what you all are doing here is online learning, but that's a different kind of online learning. And what we're talking about here is online machine learning. And in online machine learning, data arrives over time, one data point at a time. So for example, as we'll see next, serving ads on web pages is an example where things are arriving one data point at a time. And so that's where the data is coming in, and your machine learning algorithm sees a little tranche of that data, one little bit, let's say a time step 1, takes it in and makes some estimate of the coefficient, say W hat 1. And then time step 2, it sees another little bit of the data and makes another estimate of the coefficients, W hat 2. And in time step 3, it makes another estimate, W hat 3. Time step 4 sees a little more data and makes an estimate, W hat 4. So every time step is making a new estimate so it can make new predictions. To better ground the ideas, let's look at a really practical, real-world example of where online learning makes a huge difference. And it's on ad targeting. So let's say you're navigating the web and you hit a particular website. What's happening behind the scenes when you're shown ads? Well, some information about you, like your age or other websites you've visited, and some information about the website, like the text of the website, are fed into a machine learning algorithm that's going to use some set of coefficients, W hat T, to figure out what's the best ads to show you. And we're going to call that Y hat, suggested ads. It might show you ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, and so on. And you're looking at the website, you're like, cool, that's a really interesting ad, and you go and you click on ad 2. Well, when you clicked on ad 2, the machine learning algorithm figures out that you clicked on ad 2 and assigns YT, the true label for where it should turn the website, to be ad 2. That's what you clicked on. And then the machine learning algorithm takes that new YT and updates its coefficients from W hat T to W hat T plus 1. And what we've described so far is really how ad systems work. A lot of them work in practice. So this is a little bit of an abstraction, but it's really something that makes a big difference in the real world.